High above the pitch-black ocean, the airliner lost its engine. The captain glared at the failing panels. "Tell me what still works," he demanded. They had no hydraulics and no nearby runways. Stranded over open water, Rich realized they had nowhere to land. Inside the dim cabin, passengers gripped their seats. The engine failure warning flashed violently across the cockpit displays. "Mayday, mayday," the captain repeated, but the radio suddenly died. Cut off from the world, he ordered the auxiliary power stopped. Plummeting past 6,000 feet, the systems refused to restart. The captain yelled for a manual emergency turbine deployment. Sparks flew as the backup turbine restored their instruments. Relieved, the captain attempted to relight the dead engine. It remained lifeless. As haunting visions flashed, the captain realized they were completely out of options. "We're gonna ditch." He commanded Rich to dump their fuel into the night sky, demanding strict altitude and airspeed callouts. Passengers braced under eerie blue lights. In the cockpit, Rich warned they were dropping far too fast to survive. Staring through the glass, the captain spotted the massive ocean swells. He desperately needed headwind to slow their lethal momentum. "If we catch a wingtip, we're gonna cartwheel," he warned. He instructed Rich to sharply turn parallel to the brutal waves. So, they banked hard 30 degrees into the wind. The pilot sweated under the intense red glare as the ocean approached. Overcome by terrifying G-forces, a crew member wretched. The captain ignored the chaos, calling for maximum flaps to reduce speed. At 170 knots, he ripped the landing gear up and slammed the fuel fire suppression switch. Just 300 feet above the water, alarms screamed. The captain commanded everyone to tighten their harnesses and brace for impact. "Tail down," he barked. A massive shadow loomed as the belly of the heavy aircraft skipped violently across the ocean. Inside, the flight attendant shrieked as violent deceleration hurled people forward. The captain screamed over the deafening crunch of metal. The plane crashed into the swells, sending up an enormous wall of foam. Freezing seawater instantly blasted through the rupturing fuselage. Only then did they realize the structural damage was catastrophic. The flight attendant slumped unconscious against a broken wall, exposed to the fiery debris. Suddenly, jet fuel furiously ignited across the surface. A passenger burst through the dark waves, gasping for air amidst the flames. Beneath the waves, victims kicked desperately toward the light. Meanwhile, the battered pilots stared through their cracked windshield as their blazing plane sank.